Welcome to TheMan Games. We are back with this week's best creations off the community creations that you need to download. So yes, we have 20 new creations I have found off the community creations that I think you might want to download. If you are a new watcher to TheMan Games and you haven't already, please think about subscribing to the channel. Make sure you're clicking that thumbs up button and drop us a comment down below and let us know what you thought of today's video. So the first creation we're looking at today is this version of Kyle O'Reilly. And the true creator of this is Halloween Plus #17587, and the hashtags to find this Kyle O'Reilly would be Kyle O'Reilly, Undisputed Kingdom, or Halloween. And next up we have this version of The Undertaker from 1998. And the true creator of this is Apples and Oranges, #16840, and the hashtags to find this Undertaker would be Apples and Oranges or Undertaker. And next up we have this version of Rey Mysterio, based on his debut on SmackDown in 2002. And this is another Apples and Oranges, #16840 creation. And the hashtags to find this Rey Mysterio would be Apples and Oranges, Jumpman Jada, or Rey Mysterio. And sticking with the Rey Mysterio theme, we have this version of Rey Mysterio based off his attire from last week's Raw. And the true creator of this is Norberto Yulin, #70143. And the hashtags to find this Rey Mysterio would be Rey Mysterio, Raw, or Dirty Dominic Mysterio. And next up we have this version of Edge from 2002 also. And the true creator of this is Viceroy Flair, #38363. And the hashtags to find this Edge would be Viceroy Flair, Edge, or Adam Copeland. And next up we have this version of Loki. And the true creator of this is 2Skell, #04730. And the hashtags to find this Loki would be AEW, NJP, WROH, ECW, TNA, CMLL, Loki, or 2Skell. So obviously this is the Hitman version of Loki, and you also get these other in-ring attires also. And next up we have this version of Kofi Kingston, based on last week's Raw also. And the true creator of this is Redbrand Robbie Smooth, #53115. And the hashtags to find this Kofi Kingston would be Kofi Kingston, The New Day, or Raw. And next up we have this creation of Raquel Rodriguez. And the true creator of this is Red Hitman EU, #73163. And the hashtags to find this Raquel Rodriguez would be Raw or Raquel Rodriguez. And next up we have this version of Booker T. And the true creator of this is CuzMac82, #59088. And the hashtags to find this Booker T would be CuzMac82, Booker T, or WCW. So by downloading this Booker T, you get these other attires as you can see on screen now also. And next up we have this creation of Barry Windham. And the true creator of this is Creative, #86294. And the hashtags to find this Barry Windham would be Creative, Windham, or WCW. And next up we have this creation of Lepaka. And the true creator of this is Spartan Tiger, #82109. And the hashtags to find this Lepaka would be WCW, Mexico, or Legend. And next up we have this creation of Vampira, and the true creator of this is Just Name, #97869. And the hashtags to find this Vampira will be Just Name or Vampira. So by downloading this Vampira you also get the face paint version also. And next up we have this creation of Tajiri, and the true creator of this is Big Splash ESP, #48734, and the hashtags to find this Tajiri will be ECW. next up we have this creation of Nia Jax from Saturday night's main event, and the true creator of this is WinterXX Next Door, hashtag 29526, and the hashtags to find this Nia Jax would be simply just Nia Jax. And sticking with the Saturday night's main event theme, we now have Bron Breakker. And the true creator of this is Beast Veteran KO, hashtag 44234. And the hashtags to find this Bron Breakker will be Bron Breakker, SNME, or Hooked TV. And next up we have this creation of Rhea Ripley from Saturday night's main event. And the true creator of this is Soil Rue, hashtag 50950. And the hashtags to find this Rhea Ripley will be Rhea Ripley, SNME, or Soil Rue. So by downloading this Rhea Ripley you get updated hairstyle, makeup, tattoos, and it can also be set as an alternate attire of Rhea Ripley. And next up we have this creation of Coop, formerly known as Edge, or his real name Adam Copeland. And the true creator of this is Halloween WCW, hashtag 59994. And the hashtags to find this Edge would be Coop, Adam Copeland, or Halloween. And next up we have this version of Kevin Owens from Saturday night's main event, and the true creator of this is Aaron Campion, hashtag 89990, and the hashtags to find this Kevin Owens would be Kevin Owens, Cody Rhodes, or SNME. And next up we have this creation of Jey Uso from Saturday night's main event, and this is another Soil Rue, hashtag 50950, and the hashtags to find this Jey Uso will be Jey Uso, SNME, or Soil Rue. So by downloading this Jey Uso you get updated hairstyle, body and face textures, and it can also be set as an alternate attire for Jey Uso. And also by downloading this Jey Uso you get his attire from last week's Raw also. And then finally we have this version of Jacob Fatu, and the true creator of this is Bihangaraman, hashtag 32970, and the hashtags to find this Jacob Fatu would be Jacob Fatu, Halloween, or Bahangra 22man. So the only thing I would suggest to do with this Jacob Fatu would be to change the neck accessory. So as you can see now it is this one here. But I'd maybe suggest to change it to this one here, that one there, and then just go to colours, go to the second colour, and change the colour to being red, like so, click accept, and then I think that makes this version of Jacob Fatu just a little bit better. And there you have it, so those were the best creations off the community creations this week that you need to download. Well, thank you very much for watching and supporting TheMan Games today. If you did enjoy this video, please think about subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. If you already have, make sure you've got those notifications turned on, and then you'll know when our next video goes up on the channel. Make sure you're smashing that like button. Let us know in the comments which creation you thought was the best. And in the description below, you can find the links to find us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, a link to sign up to our newsletter, and a link to become a member. So thank you very much for watching and supporting TheMan Games today, and we will see you on the next video.